What do you think makes up a good service environment in aged care? Does your idea of a good service environment align with the aged care standards? Well, let's find out. Hi, I'm Carrie from Culturally Directed Care Solutions, where we give you the knowledge and tools to help you provide quality care with confidence. If you're new here, consider subscribing so that we can keep you up to date with the latest in aged care reforms and practices. Now, what does your service environment look like? Is it functional but dull, or vibrant and inviting? What's your idea of a good aged care centre? Is it somewhere that has good security? Is it a place that makes people feel comfortable? Is it a place that's more than just functional, where you have not just what you need, but also include some of those additional amenities? Is it a place where people can do what they want within reason, and where a person can be themselves, where they can feel at home? That's really the intent of Standard 5, giving consumers a safe and comfortable place to belong. I feel I belong, I am safe and comfortable in the organisation's service environment. Now, I think we can all relate to that feeling we get when visiting the home of a good friend. You know, the understanding we have to make ourselves at home, to put the kettle on and make ourselves a cuppa. That's the sort of feeling we want to invoke in clients who use our services. While we can't always address what happens in the person's home, we can support them in our service centres. But how do we do that successfully? Well, firstly, let's look at staff. It's really important to have staff who are welcoming and who make clients feel at home. Perhaps that means employing staff who come from the same cultural background as your clients, who speak their language. I mean, having familiar sounds and language can be very comforting. And these staff members also have more understanding of cultural practices, which other staff might just miss, and of course they can provide particular insight to particular behaviours. And that's really important for those living in residential facility, but it's also relevant for clients coming into your day centre. And it's also important that care staff understand the value of independence for consumers, that they support but they don't take over. It's far better to encourage clients to make their own tea or coffee wherever it's safe to do so. It helps them feel more at home in the centre and promotes independence. It also frees up your staff to help clients with higher care needs. So staff are very important, but what about your actual service environment? You want to ensure that you provide a safe and comfortable service environment. Now, I remember those old days of nursing homes where clinical care was seen as the most important aspect of caring for a person at the end of their days. And nursing homes were really an extension of hospitals, very clinical and clean. Now, while clinical care is still very important, as is the need for cleanliness, I won't debate that, we now recognise that our elders are not necessarily sick and need of nursing care. They seek support and comfort to the this end stage of their life, and to remain independent. But are your centres set up to support independence? I remember a person telling me about their brother who was a wheelchair user, and in his home environment he was totally independent. He lived by himself, he cooked, he cared for himself, and the unit was designed to address his limitations. There was a problem though. When he visited and stayed with his parents, their house had steps. There was a bath and the shower was over the bath. The hallway was really narrow, and when he stayed there he became dependent, all because the physical building didn't address his needs. The same is true for our clients. If our service environments, our entrances, vehicles, bathrooms, don't take into consideration the limitations of clients, we make people dependent, and we don't want to do that. So take a look around your centre and your client base and check to see if you think that there needs to be any modifications. And while you're doing that, take a good look at your centre. Is it clean and uncluttered? By removing chaos and the disorder of clutter, you'll minimise slip and trip risks. An uncluttered environment also helps people with dementia and those with impaired vision. Are there clear pathways to key areas, and can clients get there without going past too many obstacles? What about noise? Do you have areas that cater for people who want a quiet location away from television and activities? Can they just sit and enjoy a quiet conversation, or just rest and enjoy their surroundings? What about lighting? You might have places that are clearly lit to prevent trips and that, but you might also want areas that are more dimly lit for comfort. Many people like gardens or potted plants, so if you've got an outdoor area that's really nice place for people to relax and just feel good. What about your service centre? Does it help people participate in favourite activities in a safe way? In remote communities, clients enjoy taking part in traditional activities. What if your clients ask for cultural activities such as having a fire pit for cooking roux tails, or to heat the wire to burn holes in bush beans to create beads? Can you accommodate them? Now, I know some services will just choose to veer away from higher risk activities, but if managed correctly through the use of good design and appropriate supervision, that sort of activity can improve your service environment and provide entertainment and enjoyment to your clients. It connects them with culture in a safe and supported way. So take a look around you. How do your clients use the service environment? Is there anything that you need to do to make it safer or more accessible? And are staff supporting independence and encouraging your clients to feel at home? And ask the people who use your service if there's anything that they would like changed that could make the place better or feel more welcoming. Let's make our service centres feel more like a second home. Your clients will really appreciate it. Next time, we're looking at that topic that no one really likes to talk about, complaints. But really, it's not that bad. Complaints that are handled correctly can actually help your service to become even better. And if you want more information on the standards and other resources, we'll have a link in the description below to the CDCS Community Hub.